Ogopeni hizi vitu za nini? Za kienyeji. Lakini swali ni, tukiziogopa hizi because you tell us they are not controlled, na hatuwezi tell the amount of the active compound yenye inaingia kwa mwili, na pia hatuna ability ya create a balance. All right, but let me ask you, at what point do we establish the balance? At what point do we establish the balance ya what is genetically modified? Hiyo ni kusema hizi products zenye zinakuja, are we sure they are safe for our system? Hii conversation inaongea hivi kwa sababu ya what you already know I talk about sana kusaidia mili yetu kutoa sumu. Tunaweza kimbiza ignore the contribution ya zile vitu zilikuwa zetu, what we call indigenous, na tuambiwe hizo ni mbaya, haziwezi julikana venye zina. We already know the effect that comes with these organisms, right? Lakini hatuna enough research yenye ina back up the safe indigenous plants, na kwa sababu tutaambiwa hapana, haina enough research. Kama tuko na research ya hadi kwa moon, tuko na research hadi ya space, tuko na research sijui hadi ya wapi, tunashindwa aje na mimea yenye tuna interact nayo day in day out? Na number 2, they are not strange, they are within our immediate ecosystem. We can look at the aphids feeding on them, we can look at the caterpillars feeding on them, we can look at the bees taking the nectar from these flowers, we can look at the birds feeding on the same fruits and the benefits of everything that pertains to our plants. Sasa swali iko hapa. Hiyo tumeambiwa wachaneni nayo ni mbaya, tukaambiwa ile mzuri imekuja imefika hapa. Mark this, there is enough evidences and there is enough pieces of evidence that support that hizi zikiwa genetically modified ndio ni mzuri for business, ndio zitakusaidia kabisa ku make your profit haraka sana, but the population that will be feeding on that product itakuwa affected. Hii nitamaliza na kukuambia hivi, ogopeshwa hii kabisa na ushindwe kuona the effect that comes with this other side. In all that doing, protect the following organs as though your life depends on it. Number 1 is your lungs. Smoke kabisa, ukijua the consequence of this, hakuna hapa kitu itakusaidia ku help this organ perform at optimum, hakuna. Lakini pande hii kulikuwa na kama mullein na kulikuwa na black seed. Okay? Black seed, wengine wanaita habasoda. The black seed. And then number 2, kuna another organ utahitaji kuprotect kabisa, inaitwa ngozi, the skin. The reason why ninasema we protect kabisa ni kwa sababu everything that comes to contact with your skin, 60% of it has the ability ya kuingia ndani. What if iingie ndani, then iende all the way to hurt even your ovaries and your hormone balance. So the skin is a key organ, not only for excretion, not at all, but also for intake. Shule ilitufundisha ngozi ni ya kutoa tu, ni ya kusweat, ni ya kutoa. Hardly were we emphasized on that hii ngozi ukipaka kama wild yam cream ama ujisoak ndani ya salt, hiyo chumvi itaenda up ndani. Ukijipaka mafuta mzuri kama ile ya talo, hiyo mafuta umepaka hapa itapenya ndani because ina mimic the sebum. So protect your skin. Kuna products za kutusaidia ku apply on the skin to look nice and look some type of way. There is. Ni ngapi kati ya hizo zina contribute kukuletea balance? You wish very few. Na kuna indigenous zenye zitakusaidia ngozi yako iperform vizuri, zilikuwa na zimeishi kukua. Alright? Haziko hapa. Unaona hii saidia hii na inafanya uogope hii. Hawana haja sana ya kuacha wewe ukose consumerism. The moment ushasikia mtu anataka kukimbiza faster production, wewe si ujue already that is a merchant. Huyo ni mtu wako biz. So anything that is bad for business is rubbished upfront. That's why they don't entertain the conversation ya kuambia msitumie sunscreen. Wako like hapana, ina protect. Then Sudan, Somalia, hizo areas very hot, Kitui, hao ndio wanafaa kukua wamepewa ile sunscreen kubwa. That should be the biggest market wa sunscreen. Lakini sasa mtu wa Nairobi, honestly, mtu wa Ngong, mtu wa it's not as I understand there is a whole debate about it, but my concern was not even on debating. What you want to use, continue using. My information is protect your skin, limit anything that comes into contact with it that might end up hurting your internal systems. And there is a good balance on skin because the African Traditional Society used to apply on their skin animal fat, which is safe and good. They used to apply on their skin like the castor oil, cold pressed, excellent for your skin. Is it potent today? Yes, it is. Are we talking about it today? You wish. And then there is the third organ I want you to protect, which is your kidney. And the kidney, you need to protect it because the moment it fails, unlike the liver, the other organ is the liver. I'll come to it in detail. Once it begins to fail, unlike the liver which can regenerate itself, the kidney does not have that function. Number two, this is a key organ even in balancing your blood pressure. This is a key concern even in your mineral retention. Okay? So the kidney once affected, if toxicity builds up in the body, the kidney hurts. All right? And let me ask you, how successful are we if we can continue to fix the immediate symptom through dialysis, and then we tell this client you will still need to come back here some few days for more of this process. So now you are working on fixing this symptom, but you are not helping my organs onwards. But what can we do today so that you don't fall into the pit that has already been dug, that you fall in there, then you become a source of income for institutions? Anza mapema kujitoa kwa category ya wenye watakuwa wanaleta biashara in some of these institutions. Act now as though your life depends on it. Protect your kidneys. Then hapa kuna liver. The liver inasaidia, unaona hata ukitumia kitu toxic, the liver inaweza kuiconvert into some other way. Inakusaidia kabisa hii toxin isikuhurt, isikuumize. How about when the organ that should help you live is actually affected? Then your chances for navigating around that condition inakuwa tricky. And the other key one is your gut. If your gut is damaged, even the best meals will be useless to you. And the gut starts from the lips all the way to your exhaust. And the separation of this stomach, this is the ileum, this is the colon, this is the hizo zote, they were mechanism of just disorganizing you. Just another, the gut is one big system. The moment you discuss it that way, utaweza kuheshimu every role that is played along that path. Otherwise, wengine wanasema gut ni hapa. Not at all. Even your taste buds are part of your gut. And the moment they are full, because hao ndio hukua kama soldier, the taste buds, they are the protection, they are the gate, they are the gatekeepers of your gut. If they are fooled through food engineering, so that you don't realize that the food you are taking has been modified, is strange, then you realize that you want that GMO chicken. You realize that you want that chicken as opposed to the kienyeji one. Kienyeji haivi vizuri. But the nutritional profile, this one is very poor, but the indigenous is very excellent. Why is your body not judging correct? Why are you losing the judgment? It's because of food engineering. Usicheze na taste and food engineering. Hiyo itakusaidia. I believe these points will help you to actually arrive at something. Ni food gani zimeletwa in the market zenye zinafanya sisi tushindwe kuprotect these organs? All right, I believe that would be a fair way to end it. Number 1, sema sigara. Okay, sigara, hata ucholewe hapo mpaka coffin, waweke kitu kingine inakaa hivi na bado inauzwa, and the government is making good money out of it. Na kwa sababu inatoka kwa mkoloni, hatuwezi tukaongea sana, yeah? Si unajua ni kampuni gani? So hapa we don't discuss about it much, but it is time. This is one of the things that will hurt the following organs. Number 1, it will hurt your lungs. Number 2, it will hurt your kidneys, it will hurt your gut and your liver. Okay? Yeah. And apart from sigara, number 2 zinaitwa sukari. Kitu kingine inaitwa sukari. Sukari imekuja na imesemekana hadi ya Kenya haitoshi. Yeah? Ya Kenya haitoshi ku feed our population. Imagine there is another country that is growing too much sugar to feed their citizens, to the extent they are coming to export to where there is enough land, enough rainfall, fertile soils. It is a joke of the highest order. You can't tell me we don't have enough in our country. We have fertile soil, we have able laborers, we have every system, we have government initiatives, we have working Ministry for Agriculture, but we still need to import sugar. So how good are they there that they are actually importing that sugar to us? Sometimes it makes me doubt whether it is real sugar we are consuming. Food for thought. Number three. Oh, so the sugar will hurt what? The sugar will hurt your gut, will hurt your liver, will hurt your kidneys, will hurt your skin. Not much about the lungs, but the sugar will not help you perform at optimum. And do you also know that as we are talking about sugar, it has its relatives? There is the sugar, the sucrose, that you find in your table sugar. There is the sugar in fruits that is called fructose. There is the sugar in milk that is called lactose. There is the sugar in honey that is called galactose, fructose, all those. Anything with those toast will be converted eventually to glucose. I understand it gives you energy, but if the moment that energy is now being stored, the moment that source of energy, the moment that system to give you energy begins to store, to the extent that you kick yourself out of your BMI, that calls you for a discussion. You are on the wrong path. Act now. Act now as though there is nobody else to help you fix your problems, because there is none. And there are several other categories of the sukari. And the number 3 products, they are processed foods. Processed foods are loved and liked because they create convenience. You take convenience, but you are taking out your gut, you are destroying your liver, you are hurting your kidneys, and you are going against your skin. And processed foods, about the lungs I won't even discuss much, but these are very key. The processed foods will hurt your gut and give you ulcers, gastritis, acid reflux, and heartburn. And you'll also realize that the processed food, because of their chemical profile, they will hurt your liver, and it will actually lead you to the fatty liver disease. And the processed food will also hurt your skin. This way, if the gut has a problem, then your skin will show it. If you have a hormonal issue, your face will tell us. If you have an issue with the system in the body, the skin will be the mirror. Okay, the processed food. Talking about processed food, there are many. All right. Then about convenience. Then the fourth one will be a habit. When you talk about habit, nitai summarize na niite consumerism. Consumerism ndio inafanya unaona watu wanatumia kitu fulani, wewe pia ushachukua kutumia. Unaona, people are applying what on their hair, then you are also taking it to apply. You did not even sit down to analyze, is this the very best? Is this the very best direction for me to take? Consumerism is taking away most of our best people, hurting your gut, liver, kidney, skin, and lungs. With that information, act and live healthy from Dr. Spice Organics.